Stop me if you've heard this track before. In the US, we've seen a political class desperate to avoid a conversation about extreme wealth inequality, warmongering, austerity and political corruption weave a narrative that Russia is to blame for everything wrong in their system. Russia is to blame for Brexit, unarmed black men being shot in America and the general decline of the West. None of these things existed before Vlad. This concept has crept into the Scottish political discourse, with the third-rate ex-KGB goon being used to attack anyone outside the current cushy consensus. There is a school of thought which presses us to be credible, basically for American interests in all matters, but this ignores the tradition of the post-colonial fight against injustice on more than just the European continent. Scotland's independence mission has to be aligned with what Edward Said called the dispossessed of the world. Hell, to prove our credible credentials, why not just keep Trident? That way the powers that be will be happy. The thing about over-the-top Russia bashing is that it's incredibly irrational and paranoid. Russophrenia, a condition whereby the sufferer believes simultaneously that Russia is both about to collapse and take over the world. Many sufferers are employed in the media world and regard Russia both as a distant speck of irrelevance in world history, and at the same time see Putin and the KGB floating nefariously in their cornflakes every morning. The fact that the media oscillate so frequently between these two narratives indicates that they have whipped themselves into such a confused frenzy they don't even know which line they should be selling most vigorously. And that right there is how you know the narrative is based not on objective fact-finding, but on ideology. Russia is bad, in all ways, at all times, and it always will be. And if you disagree, you're in the KGB. Look, we know Russia isn't a fan of independence movements. This isn't about being pro-Russia or anti-Russia, but not allowing the cheap trick of jingoism to corrupt our politics when we should be self-reflecting on the sources of money laundering, tax evasion, military aggression, and class warfare by the rich. Stop me if you've heard this track before.